everyone, Masec here, and today you're going to be watching the first episode of RegenerATE. That's R-E-G-E-N capital R-8, where I bring you recipes to feed your gaming hunger and then give you reviews on popular titles and unpopular titles in the gaming world. So today we're going to be making something simple, and then we're going to be making bacon and cheese quesadillas with my homemade recipe of spicy tomato sauce. Now normally this can go with, refried beans or whatever you want to put on the side of it, but I'm going to be giving you what you need to get it started. So first you're going to need one small can of tomato soup. I would stick with the basic Campbell's because that's what I usually get. You're going to need sea salt. You're going to need ground cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, white distilled vinegar, basil leaves, sage, ground ginger, and chili powder. You're gonna need bacon. You're gonna need flour tortillas. Doesn't matter which size, that's your choice. And you're gonna need cheese. Pick your favorite cheese. And the ingredient that every home should have: a nice stick of butter. Don't get the margarine. That's not good for your health. This you can work off. And today I'm going to be using my griddle over here. You don't have to have a griddle, but I like mine. It's easier to use. But you will edit that part out. You're going to need a pot, and you're going to need measuring cups. I've got my little R2-D2 buddy over here to help me with that. So to get started, we're going to need to go ahead and start on the spicy sauce. Alright, so let's say we're going to set our temperature for the pot on, say, about a number 3, just to kind of get it warmed up. Go ahead and get your small can of tomato soup, or whatever you want to call it. Just says tomato on the front. Pour it in. Get it all in there. Alright. Let's go ahead and let's stir it down. I prefer a wooden spoon. That makes things taste great. So go ahead and get that down. And then get yourself a 1/3 cup of your distilled vinegar, because you really don't need that much. Stir that up. We want that to go ahead and start warming up. Next, I would put about a 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of your onion powder. There's 1 tablespoon of chili powder. I would say about a teaspoon of the cayenne pepper. Teaspoon of your ground ginger. just a dash of sage and a dash of basil. About half a tablespoon of your sea salt. About just a little bit of the celery salt. Not too much. That's probably good right there. Go ahead and stir that up. Alright, so now that that's all stirred up, go ahead and we're going to turn that up to about maybe about 6 or 7. Like boil up, but we don't want it to boil up too much. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to working on the quesadillas. Alright, so once you got your spicy tomato sauce boiling and making a mess, you can go ahead and stir that up. Turn that back down to low. That way it doesn't make a mess of your kitchen and it won't burn. So that way we can move on to the quesadillas. So, with the quesadillas, you're going to want, if you have a pan and you're using it on the stove, you're going to want to set to about a medium or a 6 or a 5. If you're using a griddle like me, go ahead and turn that baby up to about 350. Okay, so before we can start putting the quesadilla on the pan or griddle, got to go ahead and make it up. So get you out nice flour tortilla, get your cheese. I like 4 cheese Mexican. That just sounds right when you're making quesadilla. Not racist or anything, it just sounds good. And just douse that baby up with as much cheese as you like. Me and my family, we're some cheese people, so I'm dousing it up good because I like my cheese. I'm nice and heavied up in cheese. Use your favorite bacon. You can crunch it up or you can just lay it in there. I just prefer to lay it in there because that's just as good. Gets all nice and heavy in there. Alright. And go ahead and fold that baby over. Listen to it crunch. It's going to go down. Now a lot of people have quesadilla press if they're fancy like that. But spatula, you can find those perfect pancake presses. I've got one of those. I used it the first time. Waffle maker, however you want to do it. But, for a lot of you that don't have it, I'm going to show it this way. Alright, so now that we got our griddle or pan warmed up, make sure that while the sauce is on the side, just kind of on low heat, make sure you stir it every once in a while. That way it doesn't get stuck to the pan and everything's cooking like it's supposed to. Now that we've got our griddle or pan heating up, go ahead and let's get us down some butter real quick. And I just like to take the stick and just kind of rub it on there. Got a nice good bit of amount of butter. Everybody likes butter. And you're just going to take the quesadilla and you're just going to put it on top there. Press it down however you like. You can use the plate. I'm going to use the spatula. I'm just going to kind of press that sucker down in there. Just kind of let that cook there for a good couple minutes. Let that one side get all nice and a little bit brown on the outside.
Just keep it pressed down. I'll let that cheese and everything melt all nice and together. While that's doing that, go ahead and stir up my sauce over here. It's looking perfect. It's getting all nice and cooked up there. Getting all nice and melted. Let's go ahead and let's flip that bad boy over. Now, yeah, it's not brown yet, but we're getting there. Let's go ahead and let's press that side down. You can rub around the butter, make sure it gets its own side of butter. I'll press that baby down. This plate's getting kind of hot. Once it's nice and pressed down, you don't have to keep pressing it unless you want it flatter. But that should be perfect right there. Then we're going to let that sucker brown up a little bit. Flip it over. See how it's getting nice and brown like that? That's how you want it. You can take it off now if you want, if that's the way you want, but I like mine to be nice and a little brown to it. Yeah, that's how I like it, nice and brown. Alright, let's check it out. It's nice and brown. Go ahead and stick it on our plate here. And we're going to turn off our griddle. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut that baby up. Can't have a quesadilla without being nice and in triangles. No, I'm just kidding. You can eat it however you want to. But I don't know. I like mine in triangles. Makes it easier to dip with. Let's knock out triangles here. And go ahead and get us some nice spicy sauce for dipping. Turn off our eye. Alright. So now we got our quesadilla and our nice spicy sauce. Drop that. And I'm about to taste this. Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah. Alright. Just go right there. Alright. It's got a nice kick to it. It's got the bacon. It's got the cheese.